Yellow. Let's go, Artie.
Danny.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
You. Hey, check Mike 6. Watch the curl.
Hey, 57.
Mike 6.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he powers his way up past the 30. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Mike 6. Check pass.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and then think I'm going to be correct. I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit, and they get one here in the passing game.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Edwards alone. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, baby.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 9, 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get real.
Jackson hit, and he lost gets the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And my goodness, another interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together in that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike.
Off the play fake. Dobbins. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got the first down inside the 10. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exact.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it.
Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. If you're Edwards-Helaire with that little center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough 30 yards for you when necessary.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
On first down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time.
And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into their second half blowout material. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You ready?
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Hey, check back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's caught left side by Hardman. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 43 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. In 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number's...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one total.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
You can't block me. Kill.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as the Ravens push further out in front. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And, boy, we're talking about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
He's going to make everything happen.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well, trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he gets his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Flushed out right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary this time. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before, it might have started that way now.
One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, are they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to